Today we are in Luke chapter 3, verses 1 to 20. And in this passage we read of the crowds who come out to be baptised by John. We read that even the tax collectors came to be baptised. And when the tax collectors are baptised, they ask John, "What should we do?" And John replies, "Don't collect any more than you are required to." When the soldiers also come to be baptised, they ask John what they should do. And John says, "Don't extort money and don't accuse people falsely." It's interesting that his answer is not change your job to a more honourable one, but make your work more honourable. In the book Garden City by John Mark Comer, he says, "Do your work, whatever it is, as a follower of Jesus, because there are no compartments. Everything matters to God. The way of Jesus should permeate and influence and shape every facet of your life." In other words, we don't follow Jesus and then pick our job. We're to let Jesus permeate and influence our work, because we should let Jesus permeate and influence every part of our life. What does that look like? Well, in my case, I'm paid to work in a church, so it might seem like it's really easy to let Jesus permeate every part of my job. And in some ways, I suppose it is. There are daily rhythms of prayer that are built into my work day. I'm allowed to spend my working hours praying. I write talks about Jesus or lead services where we worship him. But in some ways, this increases the pressure for me. I forget that the times where I'm not doing those things also matter to God. The things I do behind closed doors are not separate from what I might say in this video, for instance, but it's sometimes easy for me to compartmentalise them as separate. But it matters to God how I respond to an email on a busy, stressful day, and how I show grace and love and something of that light we're called to be in my response to people. It matters to God how I reflect him in every part of my work. My reminder to myself recently has, when I've been feeling tired of another Zoom meeting or another day of working from home, my reminder has been that this is an opportunity God has given me to reflect him, and that's a privilege. I don't think that every day, but I'm working on it. So where in your work, whether that's paid work or not, is Jesus permeating? And where are you not letting him have an influence? Our work is not a separate compartment to the rest of our lives. And the parts of the work that we enjoy are not separate compartments to the things we don't enjoy. All of our work and all of our life is to reflect Jesus.